creek. Walk 'em up and down in the summer heat. Same old boy changing like the seasons. Country kid turn into a town right heathen. Country kid turn into a town right heathen.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Old Man Van Running. Here again in the Old Man Van Cave, the Old Man Van Castle. It is the end of week number 3 of my London Marathon training, and everything is going according to plan. Now the question is, what's the plan? Now, remember last week's video? I'm kind of building this plan as we go. One of the big questions was how I'm going to set up my increases in mileage and my increases in intensity, right? One of the ways I was thinking of doing it was increasing my mileage each week, maybe anywhere from 8 to 12%, or going like through a 3-week block, kind of keeping my mileage consistent, then having a cutback week, then doing the next block up with, say, maybe closer to 15% to 20% increase in mileage, keeping that consistent for 3 weeks and so on. So, I'm kind of playing this one by ear, I'm going to be honest with you. I am incorporating strength training in twice a week, and you're going to see that here in a minute. We're going to go over my training plan to date. The other thing I'm doing is I'm adding in a lot of races. If you recall from my last video, I was recruited to join the SoundRunner Racing team here in Connecticut, and we have a number of races coming up. A big challenge, right, is going to be incorporating those races into my training plan. So I'm going to have to make some adjustments on the fly to make sure that I can fit those races in. A 5-miler, a 5K, I've got half marathon coming up in March, just so that they fit in and don't derail my training, and ensure that I can still get in the mileage I need without having too much intensity, right? Especially getting in those long runs, which are super critical. So let's get right into the training plan. Now here you have my training plan. As you can see, I'm done week 3. So last week, right, New Year's, and you saw it in my last video, I did the Frosty 5K in Guilford, Connecticut on New Year's. That was my speed work for that week, that main speed work run. Then I did a marathon pace run on that Friday. Going into this past week, I was typically going to do, or I was planning on doing, a 5-miler on Monday, but I went running with the young professionals group at work, and they tend to do, maybe 3 to 4 miles, and that's after work. And so I went with them. I did 3.49 miles, as you see here, instead of the 5, but no big deal, right? I can make that up or be flexible. Next, I did a 6-mile run. The next day, that was on the treadmill. I did most of my runs on the treadmill this past week. It was very, very cold. I did an unstructured fartlek run, a 5-miler on my treadmill on the 3rd day, which was Wednesday last week. So basically what I did was like a 1 to 1.5 mile warm-up. Then I played with the elevation. I also played with the speed. So I got some hill work in there, some climbing, and some much higher speed down into the 7-minute plus per mile range. And that was a really good fartlek run. And then I had a cool down of about a mile, so it gave me 5 miles that day. Then I had a rest day plus strength. Oh yeah, by the way, I also did legs that day. On my speed day, which is Wednesday, I'm going to run in the morning, and then I am going to do leg work at night. So I did that. Then I did a rest day on Thursday, which is now my typical rest day. And then I did, when I got home, I did upper body. And then on Friday, I did a 6-mile, just normal pace run. You can see there 6.02. And then I did a 14-mile 3-1 run yesterday, Saturday. Now what that is, it's the first 3 quarters of the run at an easy to moderate pace. And that pace was right around 9 minutes to 9:20 minutes per mile. And then the last 3 quarters of the run, so 3.5 miles, I cranked it up. So basically what happened in that last 3.5 miles, I cranked the pace up to around 8:20 on average, but each mile was getting faster. And I think my last mile was like 8:03. So a really good fast finish 3-1 long run. So that's another quality day, right? So I had the quality day on Wednesday, that fartlek run on the treadmill, and then a quality day on Saturday on my long run. Now this morning, I was supposed to do just like a 4-mile or 5-mile easy run. You see here, I had it scheduled as a 4-mile easy run. Now, I've joined SoundRunner Racing. We've got a race coming up in 2 weeks, a Winter Wonderland. It's called the Winter Wonderland 5-miler down in Milford, Connecticut. So I met up with 3 other teammates and we ran the course this morning. Now, the course is 5 miles, so instead of doing 4, I did 5, and the pace was a little quicker than I kind of wanted it to be for a recovery day, but I got through it okay with no issues. We did 5 miles. I think I averaged like 8:48 for that run this morning. So a little bit quicker than I planned. It really should have been 9.5 to 10 minutes per mile, but no injuries. I felt pretty good the rest of the day. Now I'm going into week number 4, which is a cutback week. As you can see here, I'm starting to build this training plan out. Now I'm starting to go a couple of weeks out as I continue to build it. You see, tomorrow I'm just going to do 3 miles, most likely with the young professionals after work, so no issues there. Then I'm going to do 5 easy on Tuesday. Wednesday is still going to be a quality day, but it's going to be a little bit shorter. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to do about 4 miles total. I'll do a warm up and a cool down, and I'll do some 30-second hill repeats right around my house here. Then I'll do leg work that evening. Then on Thursday, I'll have a rest day. I'll do upper body when I get home from work. Then I'll do 5 at pace on Friday. Now, you know, it's still going to be a quality workout, just a little bit less than the previous week. And then only 10 miles on Saturday. So I'm pulling back that long run down to 10 miles. I'll do a 3-mile easy recovery run on Sunday. That will give me right around 30 miles for the week, which will be about a 15% decrease from this week, which was 39.61 miles. So that is the cutback week. So I've run 3 good solid weeks of training. Now I've got a cutback week. Now I'm going to ramp up the mileage a little bit in the next block after this cutback week. Week number 5, I'm planning on maybe right around 45 miles. Now, that includes that Winter Wonderland 5-miler. So the strategy here is, you know, because I've had a cutback week, is do a little more early in the week. So 6 miles on Monday. I've got that day off, so I don't have to worry about going and running with the young professionals. I'll do it at home. I think it's Martin Luther King Day. So I'll go ahead. I'll do 6 miles that day. The next day I'll do 7 easy. Then I'll do 6 plus strength work on Wednesday. It's not going to be a quality day. And the reason is I got a race coming up that Sunday. The next day, I will not do a rest day because I'm kind of moving my long run out to Sunday. I'll do 6 easy plus upper body strength on Thursday. I'll do 4 easy on Friday. And then I'll take my rest day on Saturday with the race on Sunday. Now, Sunday, the key there is it's a 5-mile race. I plan on getting a total of 16 miles in on that Sunday. So that will give me right around 45 miles for the week, which is what I want. And then I'll continue to build out from there the next 3 weeks. You can see here, everything in dark blue are races, and they're typically on Sundays. So I'm going to have to adjust on those days. I'm not going to do the long run the day before if I've got a race on Sunday. So I'm going to have to incorporate warm-up miles, the race miles, and cool-down miles to get the volume I need for that day. So my racing schedule, as you see here, the Winter Wonderland 5-miler. Then I have Irish Run for Refugees. It's a 5K. Really like that race, really fast. That is on Super Bowl Sunday. Then I have the WPLR Shamrock and Roll down in New Haven by Yale. That's another fast race. Really like that race. Great party afterwards, by the way. Lots of good beer. So looking forward to that. And then in March, on March 30th, I believe it is, I've got the Steam Train Half Marathon in Essex, Connecticut. So that's a good warm-up race about 4 weeks out from the London Marathon. That'll be just before my big week in week number 15 and right before my 3-week taper to London. So there you have it. There's my training update after week number 3 of my London Marathon training. Things are going well. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I just got to keep that up, right? I got to keep the strength work up. I got to make sure I listen to my body so I don't get any niggles in the middle of this training block like seems to happen every time. It's not going to happen this time. So I'm really looking forward to these races during this training block. I'm really looking forward to racing with my new teammates at SoundRunner Racing. I think this is going to be a great year, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope you enjoyed this training update. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed already, as always, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll get notified when more videos are posted. Comments, any and all comments really does help my channel. And again, if you have friends, teammates, running pals, family members, colleagues, you name it, who you think might enjoy the Old Man Van Running channel, please let them know. So thanks again for watching this video, and remember, as always, lace up those shoes and let's get out on the roads.
Railroad tracks run along the creek, walk 'em up and down in the summer heat. Same old boy changing like the seasons, country kid turning to a town right heathen.